First and foremost, before going any further, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can know every time that I go live, post another show, and more. For in my 29 winters, I know no greater story than the one getting ready to be told. Yes, it is influenced and inspired by true events, and though it is meant to entertain at times, the most important objective of all is to educate, inform, motivate, inspire, and show the world what prison is really about. And most importantly, to remind people, after all, to stay free.
Go ahead.
Lady at 46 South Road. 46 South Road.
So how are we going to take them two out? We going to put something in their food or pay somebody to come in and do the hit, or we going to do it ourselves, up close and personal? When the time ready, trust me, you going to know like I will. First, we got to get them with their guards down. They already agreed, like you said, to play some cards, make a meal. Let's make them feel comfortable, as if there's nothing to worry about. The easier we can get the job done with less distractions, the better off we'll be. You never know. This place got too many uncontrolled variables, even if the warden and them gave us green light. It's got to be for us. The opportunity got to work in our time. I feel you. Patience is key when you want to get it done right. But at the same time, I ain't got all day. I'm trying to get home, and they already offered us up 2 tickets to freedom. We got to get on that ASAP. Let's just go ahead and put the blade where it need to be. Next rec period. Going home. Your way ain't the way. They already shook out on you twice. You ain't come close to getting a win on them. I didn't even see a bruise on nephew. They ain't been in the hole long enough on them to make them go away. You need to fall back and listen. I got this, and it requires strategy. I don't underestimate any of my enemies or those that may be standing in the way of me and anything I'm trying to obtain and achieve, especially my freedom. You understand what I'm saying? Fine. We'll do it your way. Good, because it's my way that's going to lead us to freedom. That's how we're going to get it done. Ain't no need to spring on them both at the same time. No, we want to do like the lions do. Separate the hunt from the pack. Pick them off one by one. Now you're talking. I like the sound of that. Take this book, nephew, and place it around your waistline with the others I'm going to pass your way. This will provide protection when their attack comes. Guess it's about to really go down, huh, OG? It is, nephew. Here goes another. Make sure they are secured tight. Grab that tape over there. I got you. LG. What is it, nephew? Well, I know you said fear doesn't serve us in a place like this. But the thought doesn't slip your mind that we may not make it out. That you may not make it home to Martha. All I can hear is my little girl crying in the background, man. It's playing over and over in my head. I gotta make it home to her. First and foremost, nephew, your thoughts, they are legitimate. I once heard that in order to reach your heaven, you must make it through your hell. And I fear that this may be a glimpse of that. But on the other side, everything that we desire and that we have prayed for, it is there waiting. It is up for us now to find the path. Are you with me? I'm with you, OG. Let's get it. Last call for pod wreck. Last call for pod wreck. You get stuck in a cell, I don't want to hear about it. You'll be stuck there for 60 minutes. See you on the come around. Let's get it. I guess this is it, huh, OG? It's time, nephew. But stay focused, for we must remain vigilant. And a matter of fact, no matter what, watch their eyes, for their hands nor their feet cannot go where they are not paying attention to. You understand? I got you, OG. But what if they don't do anything? What if they're really trying to be cool? First and foremost, nephew, this is not the time to be naive. For in my 29 winters, one thing remains clear in this moment. They are anticipating us walking into this trap. And don't worry, I'm going to pour gasoline on this fire and watch it blow. What's up, OG? I see our enemy, nephew. And if I am not mistaken, I know his comrade well. Here they come. I can't believe they being so diplomatic. I don't even know what they walking into right now. They feeding right into prison politics. I knew they was gonna try to save their face, keep their respect, and maintain the peace that they could. But little do they know. So, what you see? When you said OG, I didn't know you meant the OG. It ain't nothing but the one and only OG himself. Ah, if it isn't Red himself. It's been quite some seasons since we've last crossed paths. Should I ask you, are we still at peace? Or are we redirecting towards war? How y'all know each other? Oh, you must be nephew. Well, don't worry about it. The same way I know him, he knows who I am too. First and foremost, in my 29 winters, and you've known me for a few, I am not one to repeat, especially questions of serious nature. I give you time to respond. Yo, you heard what OG asked you. Are you here for peace or something else? Just give me the word, OG. I'm ready. You funny little nephew. OG already know what time it is with me. And at the end of the day, whether it's peace or war, that's entirely up to me. So is it peace or is it war, Red? Because I am not one to waste any more time, for I've already been here for 29 winters. Your move. You know me. It ain't never war no more. I've outgrown the drama. I'm not even on no negative politics in this moment. I just heard what happened, and I'm cool with my peoples over here. We came to talk about how we can just live and cohabitate in the same area, if you will. So, the answer to your question is, I'm here for peace. How about you? That is good, for we want no problems. We want to be able to move forward peacefully, for we understand that, after all, it is not us against you, but rather us against them, is it not? Couldn't agree more. Anybody that sides with the warden, the COs, or any of that, especially when they one of the prisoners themselves, they definitely gotta go. Anyway, y'all trying to break bread, play some cards or something? After all, it's about time we all just start things on a new foot. Don't you think that's right? Yeah, we don't need to be fighting no more. Let's start things off on a new foot. Besides, we all got time to do, and we all trying to get home. As long as OG good with it, I'm good with it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I ain't trying to break bread, but I will stay out y'all way as long as y'all stay out of ours. That's fair. I ain't gonna cause no more problems. I promise. Y'all got my word. For whatever that's worth. But I'm glad we got things understood. Everybody else straight. It's all respect with me. You ain't gonna have no problems coming from our way. I promise. First and foremost, well stated, nephew. For we do not need to break bread, but we do need to cohabitate around one another. For we all have the same goals in mind, and that is to be free. I give my word and swear by my 29 winters that as long as it is peaceful on your side, then it will remain peaceful on mine. For my word is as good as many, or should I say, better than most. All right, then. We all on the same page and got an agreement. A truce. But I got a question, OG. How you and Red know each other? Well, you know how they call him OG, right? Obviously. But what's that got to do with anything? Well, they might as well call me ON. ON? What's that mean? Well, I heard him call you nephew. And to put it simply, I'm the original nephew. OG knows me very well. We used to be cell partners. Not to mention, I ain't gonna lie, he schooled me, put me on the game and whatnot. But at some point, we had to part ways. First and foremost, I knew you very well, for I do not know this new version that stands before me. Even though I am grateful that we have been able to mutually come to an understanding of peace for all parties involved, in my 29 winters, I do believe what you are speaking of, your version of the story, is far different than mine. You say we had to part ways eventually. No, I ran you off with good reason. Ran me off? Nah, I did you a favor in the moment. Just got a little too hot for the old man. That's all. We know exactly what happened, OG. Your movements became chaotic then. You began to run with those that would rather cause mischief in this environment and prey on those that are older, maybe outnumbered, alone, or weak. Extortion is no game. It's not something that should be administered upon anyone in this environment, for we shall all walk together in hopes that we can find freedom. I told you, we don't move like that. You right, OG. We never moved like that. But at the time, I lost my mind for a moment, and I wanted to make sure that me and mine was eating good. There's no way we was going to be at the bottom end of the totem pole, and in here, it's a food chain. Eat or get ate. And at that time, we was starving. Things changed now. And besides, when my cell partner told me he had got into it with somebody, I immediately started remembering some of the things you had taught me back in the day, and I didn't even know it was going to be you yourself we'd end up running into out here. But at the end of the day, like I said, we just want peace. So let's just chill, man. We ain't got to talk about that no more. New leaf, new day. You feel me? I do not feel no man in this environment. But I have a mutual understanding and an agreement that for all of us, everyone outside of us, because Lord knows it would go left, that we maintain peace. Because obviously, that is the goal. You're right. Things can go left. You taught me everything I know, OG, including how to deal with combat. But that's besides the point. Because after all, like I first came in saying, we here for peace. We mean that. Yeah, ain't no ulterior motive, ain't no game. We just want peace. We mean that. And we gonna hold up our end of the bargain. We could trust y'all to do the same, right? You could trust us for a couple of different reasons. One, we most definitely gonna hold up our end of the bargain. But trust and believe that if y'all don't, we gonna set it on y'all. I mean that. We good, OG? First and foremost, just as nephew stated, we will uphold our end of the bargain, if you will. But I swear by my 29 winters in concurrence of his thoughts, that if anyone crosses any line, well, we will make sure that they understand that there were consequences stated in this moment. Do you understand? Lock it down. Lockdown. Time for count. Let's go, and I don't want to hear any complaints. You got 30 seconds to get off those phones over there. Well, I'm glad we got an understanding. We'll be seeing y'all around. Me too. And you most definitely will. For sure. And thanks again, OG. Good to see you again. Owen, original nephew. Who does God think he is? You think he's serious with this peace treaty and all that, OG? First and foremost, nephew, my hope is that when you asked me that question, there's no way that you could be serious. I'm just saying, OG, there was a couple of times I felt like you were trying to bait them and they were still pushing peace. Did you not hear the words that came out of his mouth? He told you specifically that everything he knows, he learned from me. So what? You think they're trying to set us up? I mean, what's the play here? You think they got allies or something? Because as far as I'm concerned, they could have did it right there. That's all I'm saying. I swear by my 29 winters, I know that you want to be positive in these moments, for I cannot see that you will be this naive. And it's almost as if you're playing checkers and him and I are playing chess. I need you to regain your focus and understand that the war has already started. We are already in the midst of battle. All right, OG, I hear you. He's a threat. I'm on point. That is good, nephew, for I am glad that we have an understanding. Now keep your focus and let it remain true, for there is nothing but snakes in this place, and we must find either a way to charm them or, in my preference, behead them once and for all. Behead them? I thought we were supposed to be trying to go home, OG. First and foremost, nephew, I do not mean literally, though, if the time calls for it, I am prepared, as you should be. But I am not trying to do 29 winters more. Now it's about outsmarting them, all of those that come against us, finding a strategical way to expose the evil so we can make it home and hopefully take a path of righteousness. But Lord knows, if I have to resort to savage things, well, I am ready.
What's going on, guys? My name is Christopher Life Willars, and welcome to How to Stay Free, a guide to reentry success for you or your loved one. I know firsthand the importance of having information accessible when you come home from prison. In 2003, I was sentenced to 144 years in prison. You may have heard my story. Here, I'm not necessarily telling that, but I am giving you all of the information that allowed me to be successful after returning back to society 16 years and 11 months later, just before the pandemic.